Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sandeep Sharma, PrepLadder Super Speciality Faculty for Pediatrics, and the results of NEET Super Speciality 2023 are out, and we have a special guest with us. We have Dr. Prakshi with us. Dr. Prakshi has gone rank number 6. Yes, you heard it right. All India rank number 6 in the NEET Super Speciality exam, whose results have been announced just today on 15th of October. So it's my privilege to welcome Dr. Prakshi to this interview. Dr. Prakshi, welcome to this interview and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So, Dr. Prakshi, we are all really proud of you. Before we start with the interview, uh, everyone would like to know about your background, which place you belong to, where you did your UG and PG from, and what you're currently doing.
I'm from Meerut, Uttar Pradesh, and currently I'm at home in Baroda with my parents. I took a break to prepare for super specialty. Did my UG from KMC Mangalore, Manipal, and PG from AIMS Jodhpur. And I did my 1 year of residency over there itself.
Okay, great. And was this your first attempt in the exam, or you have given the exam previously also?
This is my third attempt, and first I was not eligible in the first attempt. Then second, last year I had gotten rank of 132, and this time this is my third attempt.
So 132 to rank number 6. So something must have been great in your preparation. When did you initially start preparing for the exam? Like, what was the time during your MD, after your MD, that you thought that, okay, now I need to get serious about preparing for the exam?
After my MD was done, I think 1 year back, 1 year or 1.5 years back, I had started with my preparation.
So when you got serious about the preparation, what was the thought process like? Did you initially start reading Nelson, or did you take any shortcuts, or everyone has their own way of processing. So what was your thought process and way of preparing in the first reading when you started preparing?
I started watching the videos from your videos from PrepLadder, and I had a habit of making my notes while watching the videos, so it is easier for me to revise them later on. So that took around 4-5 months. After that, I took a break. Like from the videos, I used to revise those notes. And 2-3 months before this exam, I again watched those videos at double the speed to have those things restored in my memory. The main point, even in PPG preparation, we were told revision, revision. So this time also, that was one main point I felt, revision. That's important.
Okay. So how many revisions were you able to squeeze in the 1 year period that you in the last 1 year?
Around 3 revisions, and initially NEET was supposed to happen on 9th September, then it got postponed. So I think those 20 days were really like nice because I got to revise once more.
So you made good use of that time which you got during that time. Right. What were the sources that you used? Like you have already said that you benefited from the PrepLadder videos. But what were the other sources? What were the other books? Nelson, obviously, you must have read. So what were the textbooks that you referred to?
The videos, the question bank, and test series I had attempted. Revised the same thing again. Nelson and a few and bit pieces of AIMS PIC protocol and NICU protocol.
Okay.
Those were the books that I had studied.
Okay. And so you did not go overboard with, those, like there is a minor school of thought which says you should be reading a lot of textbooks, lots of journals and all. So you didn't go for any of those, right?
That would have confused me, I felt, so I stayed away.
Great, great. And what about the PrepLadder videos? Like, apart from the videos, did you find the Q bank, the notes, and the treasures also useful in your preparation?
So I had even the previous 2 attempts that I had given. So most of the questions in the question bank on series are repeats. So like say that you should never miss out on the repeats. But again, revising them, saving those questions, and looking at them once before the exam is a good idea.
And what was your strategy about the last week before the exam? Like for everyone, I personally believe that last week preparation, whatever you compile and revise, it should be something very high yielding. Like, how did you prepare? Everyone has a different way of preparing. What is your take on this?
Last 2 questions, I just remember that what kind of questions came from what systems they were mostly. So this time also I did the same thing. I prepared for neurology, cardiology, and oncology. I felt these 3 areas they asked, but this time they asked on general pediatrics as well. But I focused on the जो main points रहते हैं जहाँ से पूछते हैं तो उस पे focus किया था. and again revising them again and again. Those numbers and values, I put them on my desk and see them again in the morning.
Great, great, great. So you had a ready compilation of the points to be put up, the facts to remember before the exam, right?
Compiled notes are always the best instead of going here and there, looking here and there. I have not joined any of other groups also where they keep on asking questions, and I feel that they will confuse me, scare me. So just stick to one thing.
Yes. I think if you try to do too many things together, it creates a kind of FOMO. Like there are some people who benefit out of it, but again, it's a personal call that we have to take. And I'm glad that you are like your thought process was also similar to mine, that it is your own uh, notes first of all, and then the maximum revisions that you do, which worked in your favor. One thing, Dr. Prakshi, a lot of students will be interested in knowing. You have given the previous NEET SS, you have given this NEET SS. What was the difference or similarity that you found, and what is the general pattern of NEET SS?
Like so usually they need people, these all questions will be superficial, but from every aspect of the book. You never know, you cannot miss out, I felt. Because if you miss something, they might ask that. Like even before exams, I had revised rheumatology, and many questions this time came from rheumatology, JDM, and juvenile idiopathic arthritis, all these questions. So better not to miss out anything and watch all the videos once I see, and don't think, okay, ये important नहीं है, ये नहीं आ सकता. You never know. I, yeah, they do ask in depth for that particular specialty, but me, it's
Great,
better
great.
to, and especially the images of Nelson this time also. Like I remember one question of congenital hyperpituitarism. That exact image will be there in Nelson. So even go through the images also once.
So, any message or tip you would like to give? Like, suppose it's your younger self who is now going to prepare for NEET SS 2024. What are the tips you will be giving, and what are the do's and don'ts from your side to the future aspirant?
Just stay consistent with the preparations and don't like give up, because many people will be saying, okay, ab kyun kar rahe ho DM, especially in the pediatrics, they say, why do you want to do? Like it's personal choice. If you want to do, you keep on focus on working towards it, and don't take too much of breaks in between. Don't get distracted. Stay consistent, and your efforts will show by God's grace. It will show.
So, to summarize on behalf of Dr. Prakshi, what she has said is she took about 4 to 5 months to prepare for to give one reading, and then she took another 2 to 3 months or 4 months in the revision, and she tried to squeeze in as many revisions as possible. She was able to do about 3 revisions, and even in the 20-day gap when the NEET SS was postponed, she did one quick revision, which was wonderful, and it reflects in the rank that she has got in the exam. So these all this is message for the future aspirants, that don't give up, be consistent, but try to squeeze in as many revisions as possible. So great talking to you, Dr. Prakshi. Thank you for your wonderful insight. End of the day, it's not only your success, there must be many more people involved in this, your parents, your family, your teachers. You want to give any shout out or dedicate it to someone?
My parents, they are very supportive to my family, and of course, Almighty.
So it was wonderful talking with you, Dr. Prakshi. What are you planning to take up?
I have to think about it now.
You'll have time and you have the luxury of picking up what you want to do.
Yes, think about it. Thank you
So,
so much.
wishing you all the very best for your future, and lovely talking with you. You're a source of inspiration to many. And on behalf of the entire PrepLadder SS team, I wish you all the very best for whatever branch you're taking. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.